compressed shooting, something that people do not practice enough of. But if I am me to Nicole, it doesn't take much for me to gain ground on her. And if you're doing this right, you guys understand that the opportunity is there for them to take your gun. And because we're all about threat focused shooting today, we're gonna tell you to not use your sights whatsoever, and we're gonna tell you to shoot from down here, okay? And we'll talk about how we do that. Couple key fundamentals that we need to establish. Good grip, because we're shooting multiple rounds. A lot of times you're gonna see it where you shoot, you're like, oh, that's too low, and you're gonna walk it in, and that's okay, all right? What I do is I compress, I'm right-handed, Dale, left hand compressed, right elbow. I marry up my left hand, and I put it right at my right pec, okay? I'm right eye dominant. It may affect you somewhat if you're opposite eye dominant. However, it's right under my right eye, and I still have periphery to be able to see where the gun is, and I can feel where the gun is. I need to have it level because I'm using chest orientation, like we've been talking about since the beginning, to line up here and to fire, okay? Despite me being all the way back here, I can still hit the target having the gun right here in the compressed position. If you're right on somebody, there are other drills that we can do and stuff that I have taught where we are stiff arming and bringing the gun back, but we're not doing that today. We focus more on that stuff with our self-defense combatives courses versus doing that live on the range, okay? So for today, we're gonna be here and we'll have you all have an opportunity to warm up with this prior to shooting when we're on the line. Here, compress right elbow. I'm like flexing my right arm, left elbow flagged, and I'm stable right here, okay? So I'm gonna demo that real quick. So even from the 5-yard line, we can be relatively accurate. I'm not going to be pinpoint accurate, obviously. I don't have my sights, I don't have any reference other than just kind of feel, peripheral vision, all that good stuff. We'll just do this from the low ready, but understand the benefit of drawing. So not just pointing out each time. Because if you're faced with an adversary, and I'm me to Jacob, and he draws out right, I'm right here, so this would be acceptable here, and be able to move and be athletic and all that stuff that we've been talking about, okay? Even from 5 yards, if I use chest orientation, I can still hit my preferred area, all right? Not worried about the hips, we're worried about our chest orientation, all right? Good, I feel it out. I feel like I have a good spot for it. Shooter ready, yep. Stand by. Okay, everybody see that round? Sometimes you're gonna have to walk in, myself too. That's, you know, sometimes it's a little bit of a fluke, all right? But how close am I to that black dot? I'm pretty close. If I completely reset, let's back it up. I'm out at 7 yards, something I would never do from this distance, but again, just showing you guys your own capability, even though you don't have your sights, all right? Shooter ready, yep, stand by. Okay, so even at 7 yards, I'm still on target, I'm still in the preferred area. That's the point I'm trying to make. We're gonna do this from 5 yards, but if I'm at 3 yards, where I would normally use this type of hold, ready? And I need to control that recoil. I have that compressed elbow. I have my other elbow flagged. I'm pinching the gun together and I shoot multiple rounds. It looks like this. Shooter ready? Yep, stand by. All of those were within the zone, right? This takes practice, but I mean, it's still like, it's just, okay, here's my target. I have it level because I've felt it out. And that's part of what this drill is gonna be, is a feeling out process. But I can still hit it from 7 yards. I could, you know, possibly from further, but that's about the capability of it. You wouldn't use that, you would punch out, right? But understanding I can use my peripheral vision underneath my dominant eye, boom, boom. We've practiced it from here. This is awkward. And again, you don't have the capability of using that dominant eye to be able to see and feel where you're at, okay? So this is gonna be a feeling out period. Before we fire, you're gonna come up on the line, you're gonna see what that feels like, we're gonna correct your grip and all that, and then we'll give the command of fire and all that, all right? Shooters ready, 1 round, focus on the black dot, fire, on you.